We got a lot of shows.
It's the Army of Smartness podcast with more people. Get the fuck out of here. I am Billy at the _swan_man. This is not Night Drive. This is long bereft of podcast goodness. So this is going to be a proper episode, sort of. I'm building content before I get my Behringer stuff, and you can actually hear you and everyone else the way they're meant to be in their original content. And I got to digitally add Channing Tatum into it. So, in lieu of that, greasy hands on a thing, this is the Army of Smartness show. No music. I don't want to get sued. I think there's a Dave here.
Is that a possibility that's going to happen now?
Not until I get what I want, and then I'll go away. They're your children. Dave! Laura!
Ricochet _19.
Oh, okay. You pick with your underscore.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I'm sorry. As unique and gorgeous as I am.
I'm just Swan's Princess at Twitter.
See, yeah, Wondrous Item.
Yay!
Fuck with your stupid fucking ampersands and
Underscore.
No one said shit about an ampersand. This is still America.
Backslash.
colons and
Leave my colon out of this. You're all over me.
numbers.
It's been a piece. But, again, it's not like that requires steady listenership / live streaming. This is pre-taped. Shh. But it'll be live when they hear it. It's like we're there with them right now. Download us on iTunes. Keep us in your pocket. Download us on Stitcher. Love Stitcher. Use Spreaker.com if you didn't hear Jason Statham tell you to already. That's all I got. Follow us on Twitter at Army of Snarkness as a total group. And Facebook. Like the Facebook page. Please do that.
Because you forgot that.
Tell your mama to like the Facebook page. Well, house cleaning only has its place. I do it every night on Night Drive, so. And while that does have its place here for, new listeners. The uninitiated. I don't care if your mom didn't like the show. I like your mom, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
She's classic.
Barrier when you're done.
Ha! So what's up?
You wanted fight stories, yeah?
I wanted fight stories because we were talking about fight stories. Like, this would be fucking great. So make it fucking great already. You had a hilarious story about bumper scum.
What?
Hillbilly fight.
Oh, that was just, we had a lot of Shaolin stories.
You have to put it
In this
context
case,
and
No one knows who you are.
So
You're so closed off.
Yeah, exactly. Now, my best friend had joined us in Shaolin class, and he was sparring against, the hell was his name? No, just
Protect the innocent.
hand-to-hand sparring
Call him,
against,
Sleazy McDeception.
Grindle.
We'll just
I don't know.
call
Yes.
him, yeah,
Okay.
Yes!
There you go.
Grundle.
yeah, well, we'll just call him Grundy.
Protect
That
the-
works.
What the fuck is his name? No, because that's...
Undead gangster.
That's a character. No.
Yeah, that's, or disgusting underwear.
No, I want you to think of,
That's grungy.
shit that you scrape up your fucking rectum. He's awful.
Skid mark.
Yes.
I had a lot of beef.
You know what? Okay, we'll call him Skidmark.
All right.
That works
Pick a
perfectly.
nom de
So,
guerre already.
My buddy is fighting against this kid named Skidmark, who basically
Sparring.
lived in his gi, in his Shaolin uniform, right? Wore it all
Karate
the damn
robes.
time, right?
For the
White
uninitiated.
robes.
He's a Jedi.
On a clean person, they're white.
Yeah.
On this kid, they're a dingy, sweat-stained yellow.
Oh.
And he didn't clip his toenails.
Oh.
And that is how this hell began. Because he kicked my buddy in the shin and sliced it open.
How big a
Bigger
gash?
bar.
Axe wound.
Vagina.
An 1.5 slice across his across his shin bone. He dropped to the ground. He drops to the ground screaming, "Oh God, I've got gangrene! I'm going to die!" And the whole class stopped.
Did they laugh, or were they just like that poor boy?
A little bit of both.
nobody
There
else-
was
We don't
laughing.
appreciate
It was
bullying
pretty
in this
gross.
dojo.
Yeah,
Oh
we
no,
did.
we have bullshit.
Yeah, we did. It was awesome.
There was all kinds of bullying.
It was great. There was a... Oh, go ahead. Whatever. Tell your story. I'll tell mine.
The first time I actually got to spar with him, my buddy.
The
not-
toe. It's
Yeah.
it's his weakness.
Crack
Ah!
Sticky toe from Angry Beavers. You can't get rid of it.
No, the first time I got to spar against my buddy, not Skidmark,
What?
we had.
Yeah.
He's much bigger than I am, right? So I'm taking advantage of the fact
You're
that
not
I'm
very large,
fast.
So.
Much bigger than you.
Very
No.
weak.
Oh yeah,
Very weak.
exactly. No, I'm a small man. Now I'm whipping around him, and I'm continually just laying into his kidneys. And every time
Because
he
we're sparring.
turns, we
Organ
are
failure is a
sparring.
product of sparring?
Sometimes.
I don't spar with you.
I do.
But and every time he turns around, I'm up behind. I go around him again, as to keep going in the kidney. I do this 3 times.
Did you pee?
No, he turned the opposite direction the next time. And caught me with a backhand right in the mouth. Split both my lips. That was
Sounds like a hot date.
That was awesome.
So you're admitting you have a vagina?
Split both your lips.
No, I'm admitting that I got busted in the mouth.
Busted the mush. Well, stop punching his fucking kidneys. You're sparring, man.
Right.
You fucking... Jesus. I don't want to hear any of that shit then if you invite me to this airsoft thing and I pistol whip the fuck out of half.
You don't
There's
pistol
no crying
whip.
in baseball, and if you
Hey,
shell in,
You guys want to play war games? What if I run out of BBs? I'm going to have to go.
Melee!
I got knocked out in Shellin.
I didn't hear this one.
You haven't heard this
That's
one?
news to me.
I was knocked out by,
Japoon.
it was actually one of her sisters.
Was it ours?
Yeah. And I was not fighting Iris, was the thing. I was sparring against my brother.
We don't protect her name. She's not innocent.
Well,
Not that that's her name.
That could be her code name.
It's a flower. Fucking made up
Code
bullshit.
Lyoko.
I should be Black Mamba.
madness.
Kids next door. Code Lyoko.
Stop it!
So anyway, I shall continue.
You got knocked
Basically, what would happen is Jeff, the guy training us. Oh, please. So
Yeah.
few people are going to know who the
Fuck
hell I'm
that
talking
guy. I
about.
hope he catches fire.
out. Hefe.
Right? He's not going to hear this. Anyway. So
You
Jeff,
should. Fucking asshole.
For real.
every now
For
okay,
real.
when we go to sparring, Jeff would say, all right, anyone that wants to spar, pair up. And anyone else that wants
I like how you
to
act
spar
like
against
it was
me,
voluntary. It wasn't voluntary. It was like you go, you go. There was no.
Yes, Sensei.
You had to fight. You didn't get to be like, oh, well, I have to leave. My mom is picking me
Fight.
up. No.
he would have a group of people fighting him.
For his own ego? What the fuck? You're
It's like
A little
kids.
putty.
bit, oh yeah,
It's like the putty
Jeff,
against-
ego.
against-
But so you have around the dojo, you have these little groups of twos sparring against each other, and then this whirlwind of people
Yeah, he's real
all
badass.
trying to land a hit on Jeff.
Yeah, he's fucking Neo. He's
Well-
grown. How old was Jeff? Just to.
At the
He went to
time?
high school, so he was 17, 17.
Oh,
younger than
I thought
I was,
the
yeah.
master was like, everybody come at me, bro.
He was by that point he was what degree? 4th, 5th.
Made up. Okay.
No, he never made fifth. Dude, you're high. Bitch was maybe first brown.
Bitch was
then-
killed by
then
Clancy
first
Brown
black.
with his own
Over
motorbike.
there. Maybe second black.
Well, somebody was lying to me.
Racism.
But anyway,
Fifth brown
Golly.
was the
He's
teacher.
trying to bed you.
The fifth brown was the fifth black
you
was
don't
the
know
teacher.
Jeff. That's probably accurate.
Goddamn, boy, I don't know whether to fight you or fuck you.
He couldn't turn it off.
Lionheart.
I like your butt, Cherry.
Well, as I'm sparring against my brother, I hear commotion coming up behind me. And just as I turn to look, something connects with the left side of my face,
Keeps happening on the left.
and I wake up in my brother's arms.
Oh.
Apparently, her sister had thrown a side thrust,
Oh, yeah.
full on kick,
She gets
right?
mad.
And Jeff had just deftly stepped out of the way. He was nowhere where her foot was, but my face was exactly where it
No,
ended up
she
being.
didn't see you. I trust you. She was in the
No,
wrong
she
range.
did not see me. She had no
Wrong
idea I
range.
was there.
Ah!
Caught me in the face,
Good.
and just as my brother was getting ready to block a throw I was about to do, so he's like, oh, shit, and just catches me as I drop forward.
What's it like being knocked out?
It's like sleeping, really. It's like being anesthetized. 1 minute everything you're in one spot, the next you're in another.
Glass jaw.
It's like an off switch. Glass jaw, nothing. You get kicked in the fucking head.
On
You've been
purpose.
hit
I was gonna
there.
say I've been hit a lot, but
This
I'll kick
is
you
a
in the
real.
head.
This is a genuine side thrust.
Laura.
side thrust.
Okay, so one time I was paired off with that sister. I have a lot, but that one I was paired off with her and we were fighting like you do. And she kept letting her guard down in the front, and so you're supposed to pull your punches that you don't actually connect and kill them or punch them in the face or whatever.
Right.
So I ended up like tapping her in the tit with a fist every now and then, just by it's bump, And she got really mad after the second time, and she swept me to the ground, put me in a headlock and began to erase my face
Kill you!
in the carpet.
I'll kill you!
One hand on the back of my hair, and then the other arm was locked under my neck. And she was like, "Are you sorry now? Are you?" No, this is like my third youngest sister. She's 2 years younger than me at all times, regardless of birthday placement, and she's just fucking killing me. I'm like, I'm gonna die. This is where they're gonna find me.
Hard to get a breath in a mouthful of fucking...
Well, the carpet, we had carpet. Carpet was the thing, so it always smelled like sweat and feet. So I'm getting a good dose.
Oh, this
of
is
that.
karate carpet.
Yeah, I
Oh.
was gonna die.
Yeah,
I
this
was
is
gonna
just
die.
that Berber
But
shit.
Why is there carpet there? I thought they just used the mats and shit.
It was in like
Which
a
would be
gym
worse.
kind of
It was
thing,
at-
but
it
this
was
was
at a
supposed
gym.
to be for relaxation.
Oh, right,
Maybe it
okay.
was yoga. You roll your mat out. Who gives a shit?
Feet,
She was gonna
right.
kill me dead. And somebody tapped her out of her blind rage, and she was like, "Oh, hey, I guess I won." I'm like, "Yeah, you won." Like I'm crawling off. nothing to see here. I'm just gonna skitter along like a cockroach with the lights on. I'm gonna get to a corner and hide.
Yes.
But no, we kind of encouraged bullying. There was a kid.
That's not okay.
We would come over. After
We don't encourage bullying on the
Well,
podcast.
no, but in Shaolin
Maybe.
they didn't care.
Depends on the victim.
You were uppity, and they would let you be uppity until it became a
Racism,
problem.
right.
So, no, not really. But it would be after school, and all the high schoolers would go there after practice or whatever to do Shaolin once a week. So we would carpool over there, and there was an 8th grader, and we would draft 8th graders into the high school band. So he was like, "Oh, I want to go too. We're going to the adults class. You probably shouldn't be there." I mean, he was small.
That's
and
the perfect
stature
motivation
was
for him not to just stick around, though.
Yeah.
You baited the trap. That's awful.
I guess.
If you want to be accepted, don't come with
I
us.
didn't give him a ride. I don't know how I cleared it with his mom. They was going to be like, "Oh, by the way, don't pick me up where you're supposed to find me. Find me across town."
You
with this
killed
group of
that
people."
kid. He's dead now.
He would kick people in the nuts. He would kick people in the nuts during sparring, and that's not okay.
No, but punching the fuck out of the kidneys and kicking in the side of the head, that's cool.
Well, they were evenly matched. They were of an age.
Ah.
But this kid is an 8th grader, like hanging out with like.
That's so much
kids and
different
shit.
from being a freshman.
Well, he was very
Seniors
small.
and
He was very small.
Graduate.
He
So,
was
yeah.
very small. He was about 4'3" at the time.
What the hell?
Yeah,
He was- he was a short
He was
kid.
bad. He's not short anymore.
He's crippled now.
No, he's
he
not
never
short
grew
anymore.
any
He's
taller.
gigantic and went into the military, so apparently he got some issues.
It's all
with
your
getting his
fault.
ass kicked.
All
But
you
they would turn the
guys.
lights out. They would do stuff when the teacher was bored. He would play music. Just like whatever, pick up something from some movie, some horrible fight scene, and he would just turn the volume up really high, and then he would let you spar. So you're hearing like some fucking Rocky refrain, and you attempt to beat the shit out of the person in front of you because now you have a soundtrack.
I don't
And at one
trust
point he would,
this guy
he would
anymore.
turn the lights out, and when he would turn the lights back on, everyone would have
Kiss him.
surrounded the ball
Oh.
kicker. Like they'd be like everybody would have a hand around his throat, or somebody would be holding his arms for the third guy to punch him. They have to let go of the little kid. Because you can't pick at him when the lights are on, but he'll kick you in the nuts when you're not fighting.
Just keep beating the fuck out of him in the dark. Kick nuts too, I'd bite him.
That was after.
Arrgh.
That was after, but
Jim Carrey
good
told me
times.
to.
Good times.
Wow. Abusing people is not...
Well,
You're both awful
you
people.
wanted fight stories. Like I didn't actually ever get to punch
yeah,
a girl
exactly.
in the throat.
Well, I didn't think they were going to be horribly unfair.
Well,
And
okay.
abusive and just scarring the
Actually
innocence.
punched a lot of
He
people.
continued to come, so clearly he had some
He
motive.
liked it. It's the only way you can now.
Ah, he was gross.
I
That's a
have
child.
like two. The first one, the one that I saw, which was
There you go.
like really badass. What at the time I thought was, but now the more I think about it, it's just kind of. So I was sitting at the lunch table
Thought about it, it's a terrible story. Why
with
did
a
I tell you?
friend. I don't know, with my friends, and then we were inviting this other girl that's sitting by herself to come over and sit with us. And all of a sudden, this big girl just comes up, and walks by, and bam, with the lunch tray right across her face.
Awesome.
Knocks
That wins.
her over the table from a sitting position. And then these two girls just go ahead, and there's like food everywhere, and
with
there's
sex?
blood and weaves
Oh.
and earrings, and I just sit there laughing my ass off. It's pretty funny. But I mean, these bitches were going at it. They were like teeth, and it's crazy. One girl ended up missing a tooth, and
Awesome.
it was like the coolest girlfriend I ever saw. But the only really big fight that I've been in was in like when I was younger. We were at like Boonesboro or something. I was in private school. And this bitch, she was one of those rich bitches that's like, I'm so much better than you.
I hate those rich bitches.
You don't get it. You don't understand how much of cocksuckers these bitches are.
I got an idea.
And so, like, 'cause I didn't have a lot of money. I never had a lot of money, never had a lot of money. But this bitch was like, I have so much money, I'm so awesome. And I just wrapped her head around the pipe, hair around my hand, and bashed her head and then
See, yours sounds more psychotic and disturbing.
Well, don't call me a bitch, don't push me, and don't act like you're better than me, because you're not. You're actually a slut.
Oh, I'm
weird
just
enough.
away for the whole all these.
I'm done.
Well, I'm just saying, let's do slut shaming at another time.
No, she's dead now. She got in a car wreck because she was drinking.
That had nothing to do with whether or not she enjoyed sex in multiple partners.
At the same
She
time?
just walks out. She just
And
walks
that,
out. She was
kids,
like, "That's it."
is the lesson to the story.
And now you have the rest of the story.
What was the other one? The other one was... No, I mean, you wanted this shit.
I didn't know it was going to get this dark. I don't care. My story's had a dead guy in it too, so.
I've never fought strangers.
I've never fought a dead guy.
I didn't fight a dead guy. I don't get in fights. I black out or piss my pants and run away.
I
No.
almost got in a fight, but that's when the teacher came in and I got to sit up.
I'm going to get a fight because I didn't want to get in trouble. Every time I landed a punch, it didn't seem like it did enough. Movies are bullshit, man.
When I was in 6th grade,
Punch a
was
kid.
bullying me.
Oh, that is a good one.
Pushing me. Saying shit. I don't remember what he was saying because I lost my temper, whirled around, and right hooked him right in the face.
Did he pass out?
No, he just broke into tears, started crying, and
Yeah,
ran off.
probably.
I felt awful.
Well, how old were you?
That's 6th grade. So
Oh, well, that's a little too old to cry like a bitch and run away. This is where we have to
he
start.
cried like a bitch and ran, and I felt awful.
You should! Stop picking on people.
So you don't want the pop can story anymore?
I would have loved. They don't know it.
Okay.
They, them, is.
So again, all this shit happened in
we.
high school because I hang out with adults now, and adults don't really fight each other that much.
It's a big letdown.
Wait, no, I did some sparring once in college, and my friend punched me really hard in the solar plexus, and your eyes start to water up, and you can't breathe for a minute. So I'm, like, choking a little bit, but he felt like it would be bad for me to choke and die, because I couldn't get a good inhale. He picked me up around the waist and carried me out of the room, so that if I was going to cry, I wouldn't have to do it in front of my roommate. Which I guess was nice, but I also figured in case I fucking died, he could just start...
I would ask for more context, honestly, but I'm scared where that goes, so... Nary mind.
No, I mean, sometimes you get bored in the honors dorm and you pay other people to fight. It's no big deal.
What fucking...
Don't look at me, man.
I
don't think I was there for that.
Look, the
Is there money in fighting with you? I mean, I'll fight something.
No, somebody...
Fuck that lamp.
Somebody...
I'll make it competitive to
somebody
even...
else has to be
No, it's got me.
Somebody else has to be bored and waiting for their food to get done in the one communal kitchen, so you can be like, you, fight. I will give you
Communal
$1. In
kitchen?
the honors dorm, yeah.
I'm giving you a look of a guess. Like,
There
what?
was a communal kitchen.
There's a communal kitchen. We didn't have enough room for a stove for everybody. I mean, if you have stove cooking to do...
Didn't you guys wreck the fridge?
Microwaves?
Ramen burger?
We made ramen burgers. They were awesome, but that is unrelated.
Microwaves. The
You
commons.
can't bake in a microwave.
You don't get baked goods if you're living on campus.
Yeah,
Fuck
There's
you.
a fucking oven, so you just...
Where? What? Man?
The honors dorm has an oven in it.
Honors dorm?
No,
Is this
You're
you?
looking at
Where
me.
is this the school that I've been to, or is this?
Yeah, it's North Campus, the honors dorm.
Oh, okay, squares. I don't fucking.
Fine, whatever.
Whatever.
Well,
I'm not stepping in vomit over there. I don't give a shit.
I think that there was like $5 at stake. So
It's a sad tale of our
again,
time.
we'd both been in the same Shell and Doe class, so we knew how to not kill each other.
Coupon to Paisley Peacock. Fuck this.
Yeah, nobody was going to fight for that. But
It smells
yeah,
like
we were
a
fighting
dead
for
body.
a couple of minutes and throwing out some stuff that we knew, and I didn't block really good. He punched me really hard in the solar plexus, and I couldn't breathe, and it was awesome, and I thought I was going to pass out. So he picked me up and carried me out of the room, and I can't figure out what his motivation was. Was either
Sex.
No, it
Sex.
really was not.
Sex.
I was dating my sister at the time.
Sex. Weird inter-family sex. Internet says it's awesome.
Or maybe he was trying to take care of her sister.
Yeah, okay. For sex, dummy.
We were pretty tight at the time.
Man, it's
So
disturbing.
I don't think that he was going to be like,
The
oh,
motivation
you know,
he's
always
helping
boils
you
down
to
to the same
impress
thing.
his
she wasn't there.
Oh.
I kept this
She
overdue
lived
library
here.
book for
We
sex.
lived here and she lived somewhere else.
I went to Wendy's for sex. It's, I don't know what you guys are thinking about, but
But,
Conquer the
I
continents.
don't even think I have
Yeah.
a terrible bruise.
All
on
the
my
beasts of the planet, all for the same reason.
sex.
To get women to like us.
That's from a movie, isn't it?
No.
If it is,
arm. It's from a cartoon.
comic,
No.
Anime.
anime,
No, none of
hentai,
that.
something.
Tentacle.
Whether you know it or not, it
Make
might
it
be
better.
dug into your subconscious, and you're just like, oh, this sounds good.
Cowboy
I
Bebop.
probably read it. At some
Men in
point,
Black
I don't
3.
think- Ugh.
Oh.
Pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, that's something
Nailed
I
it!
dig back out of my subconscious.
Ah!
Get me the fork.
Great. So the other one was from high school where a girl, I can't think of a good name for her, so we'll call her Peggy. Because that's vaguely sexual.
That's a girl name, right?
Peggy Hill.
No. It wasn't
Copyright.
anywhere near Peggy Hill. So, you
Copyright.
know, it was basic boyfriend drama. She was dating Miller, and then she broke up with him for Max, and then...
What a bitch.
Then,
We like
there was a field trip, and it was different grades, and so she wasn't with her boyfriend, but she was in the grade with her ex, and they snuck off. And then the next day at school...
Where do you get time to sneak off on a field trip? I was always
we
tangled
were,
with the
we
buddy
were
system.
not really supervised well.
Oh, okay. They're like, I don't know. There's a bus full,
It was-
I guess.
What the shit was that? That
Welcome.
was one of those...
He's like, what bus?
fucking,
Look at
like,
me, man.
It's a skateboard.
cultural festival, so you get there and you can chew on corn, and you can buy a piece of sugar cane and chew on
That's
that.
right.
It's
Shuck
fucking-
'em all.
It was boring as fuck, so they snuck into one of the historic schoolrooms or whatever. So Max finds out about it, and then the next day at school, he walks up to...
Snuck off like make out or snuck off like Handy J on my butt cheeks?
I'm going to say...
She
the
got some
second-
action,
I'm
too.
going to say the second one, because eyewitnesses who were supposed to watch the
That's
door for them
talent.
got sick of the noises and left.
It's a special time.
Ugh. Yeah, apparently your class was much less
Dude, I was in her
supervised than mine
Dude, I
was,
was in
because
her
that was more
grade.
like watching, like when they let prisoners go to the zoo or something.
I don't think they let prisoners
Yeah.
go to the zoo.
Well, that's how we
That
were
doesn't sound like a
treated.
good idea at all.
It was everything except the leather
Chain
jacket.
Can you
gang.
believe it? I
Stephen
mean,
Baldwin's
Max was
there.
in your grade, and
Yeah.
the next day at school, like he comes up to Miller while he's just hanging out at break or whatever, and picks up his can of Mountain Dew and fucks his shit
Gang
up.
fucks his face with a full can of doing the duty.
One hit. That's all it
Like-
took.
Just one.
That's all it took.
If you're there, though, I'm just saying.
No,
You took the trouble.
I don't think one did the damage. He comes up
Motherfucker.
the next day, he looks like something off a horror set. His face is
Grr.
swollen and purple and cut.
Beaten by one soda can. Not a pillowcase full of soda, but
That would have been awesome, but no, alas, he didn't deserve that much.
gang war, bang.
I like how nobody was really like blaming her in all this, which I guess was chivalry? Question mark. Let's not beat the fuck out of the one that has the vagina. Let's beat the other guy with the dick and tell him never to.
Sometimes the
get
wires
again.
get... I always found odd that the communication wires got crossed on things like that. She cheated on you, bro. I'm gonna fuck him up. Like, well, really, it's her
The common equation isn't,
on this
serious.
one.
Look, what the shit?
I don't like that blue guy. He's bugging out. 30 Rock
Yay.
in syndication. I was in 5th grade, and this really tall kid, at least for the time, so he's like already 5 foot when I'm like 10, which is odd.
Yeah, that's a pretty tall kid for a 10-year-old.
Pretty tall, maybe 5 something, because I mean, he grew up to be, I didn't know they stacked shit that high, but I was wrong, because he's still like 6'4" or whatever. And he had this little shoulder bag, and again, it's like I'm 10. Something he did pissed me right the fuck off. I don't get in a lot of fights, because I was, raised a certain way about, you cripple or you kill, and all that stuff. Don't go too far, but I have this whole, anger issue deal or whatever. I've never been diagnosed, so who knows? Dude pissed me right the fuck off, but I knew he had a size advantage. That's all I'm saying. And he's like, ha ha ha, I don't like getting bullied. Makes me anger up. So he's bullying me verbally and not taking me as a serious threat, not respecting this. Which I couldn't say back then. I was like 9. It'd be adorable, but... So I saw that he had his little satchel bag with the long shoulder strap because he's tall. So I kicked one knee out from under him and got him onto the ground, then wrapped the strap around his neck and started choking the fuck out of him. Until, all of our mutual friends, we were still friends, sort of, like, get off him, bro, get off him. Like, you remember this. In my best action guy voice for 9s. Like, you remember this. And he's like, ah! He didn't remember because like 2 weeks later we had a sleepover and stuff. He's kind of my friend, not really. He's a friend of someone else, but at that age, you know, you play along to get along, like in life. And again, like
This
they
is
were
my
doing.
favorite story because the cartoon voices.
Well, I didn't have the awesome, you know. I don't have the awesome voice that I did now. I do now, you know. I was a little kid, and I was short, so you know I looked. But I loved Wolverine because he was short. Snick, motherfucker! You know, kicking his ass because he's tall. So, like, next sleepover, tall dude, like, everyone knows foot sweeps because they're taking faggy karate like you guys. Not that it's gay, but that's just, you know, it's made of cigarettes. So, everyone's got foot sweeps and shit over me, and it's like, whatever. I'm not one to play like a puppy. I don't like dogs for that reason, because I feel it's overly aggressive, and it's like, fuck. I thought we were friends, you know? It's like, beating on me for real. He got a shot in that was a little too good, and I ended up, like, getting cut up a little or something.
Yeah.
And just bruised in general, like, this is not a game. And so, you know, I get up from getting knocked down real bad, and I just run and tackle him, sort of just like a face hugger, just because, again, he's tall. So, bang! I'm aiming for the face, and I use I get him on the ground, and I'm on top of him, like, choking him by his big, fat fucking neck, banging his head against the dirt, and using my fucking little kid fingernails on his face. It's like, fuck you! Fuck you! It's like, I didn't want to gouge his eyes out, but I still wanted to fuck his face up. So it's like, ah! And they're like, dude, get off, what the fuck? He's your friend. I'm like, no, he fucking isn't! Fuck this idiot! And then we weren't friends for
Do I know this person?
No,
maybe.
They're not friends.
Maybe. He ended up being part of the crowd that's like, you know, it's a hard knock life in fucking bullshit small town. I'm thugging. I'm running drugs. I'm like, well, sure, but like he was into FUBU when it wasn't necessary for him to be FUBU because it wasn't for him or by him. White, Southern, worthless, tall. I think he had like 3 kids or something and dropped out. Yeah, but this is like in 5th grade.
Yeah.
And then a guy pissed me off and I beat him on top of the head with a mop handle, and it didn't bother him as much as I thought it should. It was weird. Because it's like, smack! Obey! Smack! And he's just like, I don't care, I'm being stoic with the Lord. And I'm like, fuck.
Not really,
this thing isn't working.
leverage.
Didn't you beat somebody with a book, too, or something like that?
Yeah.
Are we just going to take every example of hitting things? Because I have a big family, and we can be here a while. There were moles.
Well, actually, your story consisted of a fight with someone who was a friend and was not.
I threw a fork at my
It was not after the fight. I actually have one of those stories.
You didn't kill him, did you?
I almost broke
No.
Ian's neck once. But we weren't fighting. We were trying to.
No, my brother.
Wait, who?
A different sister.
One of my brothers really pissed me off, and he just kept running his fucking mouth. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
What a piece of shit.
And he's
I want to kick your brother's ass right now,
and
actually.
I had a fork in my hand because I was helping my mom
Yeah, I don't-
and I just threw a fork
You're
in
good
his
with
head.
cutlery, I don't like it.
And the fork kind of just stuck in the wall, like this far away from his head.
I thought it was going to stick in his face.
Was going differently.
No. I probably would have felt really bad, but then again, I don't know.
Took the doctors 3 hours to extract it.
No, I dropped Emily on her neck because we were trying to do a dance move.
Aw.
Like the Gap commercials were really big, the Swing Gap commercials. And
You guys keep insisting Swing came back at some point, and I just
I-
don't
Yeah,
believe
Yes,
it.
it was.
Happened in the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't
Late
remember that.
90s.
Well, anyway, at one point they lay
No.
back to back and they link arms and one person
Back to
flips
back!
the other
Oh, okay.
Like flip
one
over.
foot
Yeah.
and so unfortunately we chose this badly because I'm shorter than she is. So that was a bad move in the first place, but I was going to flip her over my back. Now we have to be kind of quiet because I had a stepmom at the time who was watching the baby downstairs beneath the living room where we were hanging out and watching TV. And obviously the Gap commercial comes on and we're like, we can do that. Yeah, it's no big deal. So we link arms and I flip her over my back, except partway over she doesn't kick her legs over. So she's just hanging out. And I'm like, well, shit, she weighs so much. She weighs about the same as me, but she's so much taller that
Sure, that's
I
it.
couldn't really maneuver her to get her to flip the rest of the way over. So I let go, and she slid straight down my back and onto her neck onto the floor.
That explains the wheelchair.
No. So all the pictures, a couple of them fell off, not all of them, because it's an older house.
Oh, this is where you two gang up on the stepmom and hit her in the head with a pantyhose
And
with
we
bricks
were
in it.
like, shit, we're going to
Heavenly
get so much
creatures.
trouble, it's going to wake the baby, she's going to come upstairs and bite our fucking heads off, we're going to have to pretend to care. So we wait until we hear her coming up the stairs, and we're like, shit. Wait, now's our chance. Fake dead, and I will get out of here. Because, I mean, I dropped her in her fucking head, right? We'll see if she actually gives a shit about us. No, error, wrong. She walked right past the corpse with her head in an unnatural angle, refilled her coffee, went back downstairs, and we're like...
Why was the coffee upstairs?
Because you can't... Because the room where she was watching the kids...
I think that's the weirdest part. Went upstairs to get the coffee, but the I'm just saying, you keep coffee at hand.
I don't know. I would figure as well, but she came upstairs for whatever fucking reason, and she left with a cup of coffee.
It's a plot point. This is all fake. Fucking Truman Show.
Look, this was... I don't even remember what stepmom yelled.
Your story has holes.
Well, yeah. I mean, she lived. Everybody lived. So. See, I can't tell the really good stories because it involved a business that was being run out of my house. While not illegal.
What the fuck?
Like I had a...
We were stuffing bears with stuffing.
No, one of my stepmoms
Powdered
daycare,
stuff.
and so there's like 1,000 funny daycare stories.
We were selling crystals for necklaces.
No, not quite. Candy necklaces. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, candy.
No,
That's the ticket.
She ran a daycare out of the house, so there's like 1,000 stories of like terrifying nightmare children.
Rhymes with Carowin.
What?
What?
Oh, no, not really. That was probably a stepsister, but not out of the house. Probably out of the garage.
You know, I find it odd that the little Asian boy's not here.
He has work.
You say that. You guys always say that.
I got work next Friday.
Well, he usually shows up. That's all I'm saying. Like, at the most inopportune moments at your house, which is where we are right now. Usually it's like, ring, ring, but there's no doorbell, and it's like, oh my god!
No, he can't today. He works at 4 a.m.
So as they spent the day
Why?
shooting plastic BBs at one another.
Pew! Bing! Pew! Airsoft fight. You guys keep pressuring me to get in on this airsoft fight. Now it's supposed to be a gargantuan airsoft fight in a rented locale, yeah?
No, it's more of
It's a
a
police
rented
training
locale.
facility.
That's not small, is it?
No.
Not
The
particularly.
one that I went to and kicked a bunch of ass in wasn't small. Kicked a bunch of ass. Like fucking Rorschach. That was fun.
You beat someone's face into a toilet until
No, it's more like when they're trying to apprehend him. Like, Jesus, he stinks. I didn't stink, but I got a booger that was hilariously on my face for the last half of it. I couldn't get it because I was cuffed, so I'm like wiping my face on the ground and remaining in character because that's what actors do. Like, I'm crazy! I'm in your way! And the dude's like, dude, I'm just babysitting duty. Fuck you! Get up and try to run for the house again. He's like, fuck. What's with these kids? What's with this dude?
That was
them
the
into
story
the
where
car.
the training officers shot the black girl who wasn't a part of this. Right?
She was a part of it.
Okay, she
The
was.
thing is, we were doing little actor boys and girls, where for the school, the police academy. Oh, we're like, hey, we need actors for a crisis scenario. Whole thing is, one of their own, the teachers for the police academy, he gets in like a hood, which he did, got in a hooded sweatshirt, and he shoots blanks and makes a situation in this house. The actors are put in there to make confusion and madness happen. Because that's what happens when shit goes down. And they had fog machines and shit, so it's all smoky, and these rookies, recruits, whatever, have to deal with the noise and fury of a real situation, and they have their little taped-through guns and shit, and the dude's still firing blanks. So they're like, who wants to do that? And of course, fucking A. Tommy and myself definitely went, and everyone else. We all go get trucked down there to the police academy. 2-3-story building. I think it's about 3 stories. Long office complex. They got props and shit in there. And like, you guys just go nuts. You're not going to do anything. I do warn you. If you get physical with the guys, they will get physical back. So if you want that, you can have that. If you don't, then just weird them out and don't get physical. But if some of you want to get crazy, they will be non-lethal tactics used. I'm like, sweet. Let's do this. Some of the guys are just like wringing their hands. You got a fucking, was it Muay Thai guy that's like, no, he was a keto, circular motion. He kept trying to dislocate my shoulder, the fuck. He looked like me, but 1.5 feet taller and Italian. Italian and ruining Walking Dead. All at once while dislocating my shoulder. Anyway, so yeah, we do the smoke and the fog, and I'm like, my buddy, you know, all kinds of madness dialogue going on. Tommy starts chewing on a guy in the basement. They never found him, so he's just like, ah! And I'm like, I need to meet my buddy. And all these cops are like, sure, just sit down, sir. We'll find your buddy. Get out on the exit row. I'm like, no, my friend. Paw at them and shit. You know, all the things you know are going to violate protocol and make you look like a suspect. The dude's about 6 foot. The teacher that is the assailant. 6 foot in a gray hoodie. Red t-shirt underneath. And a ball cap. Has the hood up. He goes out the door and bang, bang, bang. Shoots at the officers and then hightails it upstairs. Everyone else gets to do the Sound and Fury. I'm doing the Sound and Fury like, my buddy, he's lost it, he's in there, and it's smoky, and I'm crazy. And they're like, dude, just calm down. No! And they're like, okay, restrain him and then take him out. So they're going to put a cuff on me. They're going to cuff me and take me outside and then be like, okay, sit in the grass with all your friends. We're resolving the situation. Now, fuck that. It's like, they go for the cuff, you know, the familiar little armbar, little thing, and I'm a wrestling guy, so whoop! Out of that, and then they all like, oh fuck, and they all go for me because I'm resisting real awesomely. They go for me and they corner me against a wall, and they grab me, but the problem is I can lean against them, they're very strong and burly. So I lean against them and run up the wall, and fall down clumsily because I'm not that good. Bam! And then I just fucking book it and reverse all their little holes, like, fuck! Get him! And that's where I get the fun neck restraint, bam, pressure point, like, no, I'm insane! And they lock me into the back of a cop car. Hey, are you shooting at stuff? And I try to break out of that, and that's hard to do. I want to kick the fucking window out. And the second time, same thing. I get tackled by an old dude, though. Like, I evade them again. You know, they just go for the basics. Wrist lock, like, psh, wrist lock. I got your wrist lock, bitch. I'm doing yoga every morning. Fuck you. Boom, I'm out. But the old guy at the door, he had the door. I was going out as old dude was coming back in with his awesome Brimley stash. And that's where I get the booger, because he's like, oh! Sacks me. I'm like, fuck! Right around the legs and shit by an old guy. And then a booger gets knocked out, and I'm just like, it's right there on my lip. I can feel it. I got bad sinuses and a big nose, so it's just like, it's spring, and there's hay fever. I'm like, ah! And they cuff me real good, and that's where they put me in the friendship circle with all the other detained people. And I was like, my friend, my buddy! I'm trying to wipe the booger off somehow. And the poor guy that's just watching the circle is like, look, man, this is just nanny duty. You guys can stop now. You can stop being in character. And I'm like, no!
Never!
I run towards the house. It's like, fucking... Pretty easy to get me back, because, you know, my pants are starting to fall off. He just kicks my leg out, grabs me by the neck, like, okay, puts me back in the circle. Just chill out, you got a booger. I'm like, I know, I got a booger! It's huge!
Gluing my eyes.
Yeah. And I hate that too, because it takes all the momentum away. Everything you're going to say or do is just pasted down by that. It's like, I look like an asshole. You try to blow it out. It's not leaving. It's that impressive. Grass won't take it. Nothing, you know. I can't reach my shoulders. Couldn't get it. This is a fight with the cops, yeah. I guess you could call it that. Got punched in the face during a wrestling match, like legit. Only time I've been actually punched in the face. Because, you know, missed time. Wasn't that bad. I don't see what people are bitching about. But it's just like, huh, that's that. Then I got powerbombed. I'm like, that's that. Okay. So that's what a powerbomb is like.
I got picked up by my head once. Wasn't the best fun.
Ah!
No.
What? Why? Were you fighting a deadite?
No, that was another bad idea for sparring. Hey, look what I can do. Oh my god, my spine. I need that to be attached to my head.
That's the concern.
Sparring, or is that when Jeff almost killed you at the apartment?
No, that was a better one, but we can't tell that story.
Why can't we?
Because it doesn't involve a fight.
It's too sexy.
Doesn't involve a fight.
So
It involves violence.
the history of violence. Great film. That leads me back to the airsoft. So that was my training, you know, police training course experience. How is that going to be different? Are we going to be on the same team? What are you doing with this silly slap fight? Can I pistol whip them?
No.
I want to give Billy a bat. I want to run.
That's awesome.
We're going to have electric automatic rifles.
Okay.
And spring-powered backups.
Got those, yeah.
And I'm thinking it's going to be...
So no battery-powered sidearms.
Spring-powered sidearm will be okay. No gas.
Right.
So...
This is an airsoft, quote-unquote, fight.
Yeah, 2 teams. We're going to try some deathmatch stuff.
And
Team
capture the
deathmatch.
flag.
And capture the flag.
Sweet.
Each team is going to have one medic as well, so they can.
I don't know how that works. They give you a
I
band-aid.
don't either.
They're going to give you a band-aid and a
They
kiss
give
on
you a
your
band-aid,
boo-boo.
basically, yeah. You take a hit in the arm. If you're still alive, you take a hit
So
in
then
the
there's a
arm.
permanent elimination threshold.
Yes.
Not interested.
No, I agree. You fire until you're
If
out
you
of
get
bullets.
killed, you get killed.
Listen, if you get
In real life,
Did you get
I
it?
thought we were playing pew-pew games. This is bullshit. If I'm going to do capture the flag, what the fuck? It's going to be the two guys that do this every weekend, being like, oh, Jim. And I'm going to be like, why am I here? I
Actually,
drove all the fucking way out here.
Two of the.
This ain't
two people
paintball.
playing are in
That's
the-
my issue with paintball, too. If you have one spot, you're out. I'm like, fuck that.
No.
I rented I paid
I'm telling you,
$20 for this. I get a timeout, sure, of like, a minute maybe. But I get back in there. That's why I don't play fucking... There's a mode on the Aliens multiplayer that makes it weak. There's a good one, too, but... The weak one is where it's like, it's permanent elimination. You get eaten by a xenomorph anyway. Sometimes it's a fuck-up, too. It's not even like, oh, fuck, I did badly. No, usually it's like, I shot a grenade too close. Or idiot boy shot a grenade too close to me.
Yeah, those suck.
Yeah. Well, then you're permanently out and you get to watch the rest of the game happen.
Nope.
No.
That's not what
I bought this game. It's called a game.
Yeah. If I wanted reality and death...
Now, if this was a live fire exercise, that's a whole nother ball.
Now, you should have the option to exit at that point.
No, I don't think you should. I think you should have the option to go through as a ghost and fuck up other people.
If we're not going to shoot guns a lot, why are we even shooting guns? Fuck the precision shit. It's cool to play Solid Snake. You can have that. You can do that. But you got to have something for the spray and pray, baby. That's the fun of it. Dugga, 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 dugga. Ow, 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 ow. And then you get your turn.
Yeah,
If you
once
can
he's-
catch me.
Yeah, once he's out of bullets, he's
Ah!
This is okay. This is all just preliminary ideas. We're still nailing all the details. Now.
I think my idea kicks ass.
I want to see Billy's game. The other one doesn't sound...
It's really just like Nerf Wars.
Yeah.
But with... And if you have permanent elimination in a Nerf fight, you are a damaged person. Because that defeat... I bought all these darts, man. I got hit with
Like I
one
said.
fucking arrow.
Like I said, we're still ironing.
Well,
out
he's
the
an
details.
asshole. Where is he?
This is
You better listen to
This
this.
is just the initial idea is what we had planned so far. I don't
This
know.
is like that
Well,
Halo
we're
tournament I
gonna-
got suckered into.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking assholes. $12 down. Get to sit the rest of the fucking day out
God,
in
no,
some
you don't
dude's
play
kitchen.
You don't play against Halo multiplayer guys. Especially not.
No, they were all
Those
present.
people
This is
fucking
before the
crazy.
internet. This is when the internet was like
Yeah,
a
this
rare
is-
luxury. This
you
is Halo
traded
1.
controllers.
This is the tournament you do when I was in high school. We did a tournament. There's $12 down. Someone wins the pot. But if you're not good, like me, I was just there for the fun of it. And like, maybe I'll win something. But really, I was just there to play massive... Get the big fucking M60 for Halo, or whatever it's called. And just, fuck you! And then get killed, because that's how I play.
Well, yeah, that's...
Because I don't feel like sneaking around and not racking up any kills, but surviving and,
Yeah.
making it through to the top because I was clever enough and knew the map.
That's only fun if you're in single player and you're sneaking around.
Yeah.
When you've got
That's the
somebody
thing.
else there and you're going
I
to
want to
respawn.
fucking fuck shit up.
Particularly once you're going to respawn, it becomes you've got to use the spawn as part of your your
Yeah,
action.
respawn
rather
is
than
enough
just-
punishment. Having the laser tag thing go down for 5 seconds is enough of a punishment for, like,
Yeah.
you got shot. Like, I know. But it keeps it fun in games because, like, I'll be back and I'm going to fuck up again, but I'll take someone with
Shit,
me.
you can make that shit like freeze tag. Like you have to go back to start. You get shot, you have to run back to this pole, and then you can start again. Done.
That's how you play
I've
freeze
solved the
tag?
problem.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, well,
Usually
that's-
just
that's
stop.
a
I didn't know there was a
whole
home
thing.
base. Oh, look, kids,
Well, we'll just make you go back to home base. That way you don't
Teach
even have to
me.
have
No,
like you don't even have to wait 5 seconds. Just go, touch the nearest home base, and then come back
That's
out.
my big problem growing up in a small town full of fucking church kids is that I didn't go to church that much, and so all the church games or anything like that, that's how they socialize, and I was just like action movies and action figures, and it was awesome. But when it came to like social games like that, I was like, what?
Here's that Billy kid. He's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
alright.
see, no, there's some good games like Manhunt.
I just
was
fell
a good game.
Sadly in love with my school crushes in elementary on.
Now,
Clingy even in elementary. It was,
Manhunt is a
do it
good
to win it,
game,
man.
But you have basically you have to have like almost neglectful parents to have a good game. Like we used to play Manhunt where you wore the darkest clothes that you could find, and then somebody hid something that glowed in the dark, like a neighbor's yard, two roads down,
I
and then you had to go find it in the dark without getting
I get
seen by
limited.
parents.
I
or
got to do
people
plenty of
with shotguns.
shenanigans. It builds character and all that stuff. You just get home on time, and if you're missing, we're gonna have to kill a lot of people. That sort of thing. Like, know your boundaries, that sort of thing. You can play. I lived in a cul-de-sac, so the benefit of that was you could tear ass through the whole cul-de-sac because it was in development. So everyone's backyard was fucking huge at the time before they built on it. So I could go from my backyard, which is very long.
Wait, is that the same where your mom's staying now?
No, that's not a cul-de-sac.
I thought that was
an alley. That was later.
Okay.
That was more formative sexually years. Fucking that wall because I'm so alone. So this is like fun childhood Sandlot shit, and you could go from one duplex backyard that was very long all the way around, and there was even a little creek, a little drainage creek. You could actually take the little woods. It's like a little strip of bulldozed shit. Go through there and get to the gas station and get Ale 81, which is the local drink, for like 40 cents. And being kids, you get to do all that classic shit where you take the bottles back and get credit, and then go back and try to fish in a creek because you're an idiot. Not me.
No, we did the fishing in the creek thing and we caught tadpoles and shit.
Yeah! Tadpoles got to learn the life cycle of frogs firsthand. They blew that one
We found
up.
an area deep enough that we could swim for like the first couple.
I wouldn't swim in untamed
Yeah,
water.
no one told me. Listen up, like I'm telling you, you have to be mostly.
You know how many
unsupervised.
basketballs I found, though? Because Kentucky basketball's huge.
Alligator, snapping turtle.
Oh, God. Everything's
That
built
was
on
in
a...
town.
I was a skateboarder, but I didn't learn any tricks, so I just used it to move down and back up. Everything was on a hill. The hill was the top. I was on the bottom, which is the cul-de-sac, right? So the top of the cul-de-sac, or whatever, yeah, it gives all the strength. The top, and it goes all the way down. It's all downhill from there, but it's all downhill, and then past our houses, it's downhill to the very bottom where the creek is. So shit would go from the top, like a ball. There was an errant ball where kids are innocently playing, softball or whatever. In the springtime, it would roll down into the drainage, and then back into the sewer, and then we'd find it with, like, everything else. Hot Wheels, fucking crazy shit.
Had a mannequin, no one knows where it came from.
Yeah.
We got cows.
Power
We
Wheel.
didn't get any of this fun toy shit. Like between ours
No,
and our
I'm full of
neighbor's house,
toys.
We got cows.
Well, the dark secret to this cul-de-sac I learned later on is that it was called Divorce Alley, where apparently a bunch of, like, divorcees. It's where they would move after they fucked up financially, which is why we were there. No one was divorced, but we were broke as fuck. Sort of. Lower middle class.
for money.
Simpsons stuff. That's where you would move, because apparently the rent was okay. Which made this weird, my parents were together. But apparently all the other kids, that's why they kept moving out, were from divorced families. So you had these weird broken home things, and that one guy that was kind of my friend, apparently his dad fucked him in the butt a lot.
Oh, that sucks.
I thought there was something weird about them. Toys, that's the thing, I'd lend out toys and they'd come back sticky. From, like, saliva, though. It had that saliva smell.
Yeah,
like the kid had been like,
we had fun with shit. You had to be like, wait,
Oh.
why am I friends with you? Did you just put that in your mouth?
Seriously, it was a pain in the ass.
I had a stepsister who chewed all the feet off the Barbies. We were like, what the shit?
Why? Husks. No one will love you now. Nice shoes, bitch.
Nobody knows where the shoes are anyway. It's fucking Barbie.
That's why I hate kids. It's like, I'd love to play G.I. Joes with you, but they all smell like you've had them in your mouth. Straight in your mouth. Like, oh. And then kid fucking... Yeah. And kid, concrete's not smooth. It leaves scrapings on plastic in a very specific way.
Yeah.
Kid scraped my Lando Calrissian on the concrete. I was like, motherfucker. This isn't the days of every Star Wars figure had great pecs. It's like, you son of a bitch, you
had
scraped Lando's
You're
pecs.
talking Power of the Jedi.
Before Power of the Jedi. It was
Power
the
of the Force,
first.
though.
Yeah. It was the very first 5-point articulation. Reboot
Kenner.
in 97. Hell yeah.
Kenner before their death.
That was one of the best Christmas gifts ever. That was when Star Wars was fucking Star Wars. We didn't know about all this fucking other shit. That was all just rumored and insane dreams of the future, and then it all happened. It was
Harrison Ford
sad.
beefed out on shark testosterone.
He didn't look so weird. It just looked like his vest was doing an odd slimming thing. And the one hand that was supposed to hold the gun was this weird envelope hand. So he had one arm like that and one arm like that.
You have to describe what you're doing.
No. Envelope hand, and then hand that
One
can grab
arm's tucked
things.
and the other's just sticking
Yeah,
out
why is it
straight.
tucked?
I don't know.
Even as a kid, I'm like, what? What is this?
So you could use Barbie's cast.
But she's like infinitely taller. She's a giant Amazon freak to him, which is hot and hilarious, but doesn't fit.
Snoo.
Yeah. Hilarious Mark Hamill head sculpt with beef chest. Extra long sabers on card, and then, 20-something years later you find out those figures aren't worth shit.
True.
I thought I was going to have a bunch of money. No. They didn't really appreciate and value in any meaningful
No,
way.
they pump them out so fast.
Yeah,
that
mine
you can't
certainly
really.
didn't. I cut the blades down.
Wouldn't matter. They're fucking on card price now. I could rebuy all those great figures I had for pretty much the price that they were bought at.
Or you
Which
can
was
spend
not
even more and get the same quality in action figures nowadays.
Oh, don't. That hasn't happened entirely yet. Just with Iron Man.
And Spider-Man.
Yeah. I was lukewarm on Spider-Man in the
going
first place.
downhill for a while.
Hey, there's Marvel Universe, and if you haven't gotten a Spider-Man yet at that scale with some kind of articulation, what the fuck you been doing? You're not a collector, / you might be a child. Probably a child. And then they're like, they don't care. If they're anything like the kids that I hung out with, they're strapping them to bottle rockets and chewing on them and rubbing them on concrete because they're ungrateful little fucks.
Since we're on the
Shitheads.
subject of Marvel Universe figures.
No!
Keep an eye out for Nova.
That book sucks. Was he like a little kid? I don't know what's going on. Puts the helmet on, flies, has a head bandage. Dumb shit. I don't know. Looks stupid. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a complete... people I know, sources say, that's the death knell for the Marvel Universe. Expanded.
Fuck that.
That and Planet
awesome
Hulk,
movie.
which I agree with. If they do the World War Hulk / Planet Hulk film storyline, that's the end. Too
That we
wacky.
need to.
Dumb. It's cool as a one-off comic book. It's cool as a little story arc. There's a reason some things don't happen in film that do happen in comics. There's a reason there's a separation there. There's only so much people can be like, oh, fucking really? Mark Ruffalo has his own planet? You know I didn't see John Carter, right? So, I'm not watching this.
No one did.
You can't make me.
That's right. Watch as the superhero fad dies with Guardians of the Galaxy. And right when DC's like, Justiceless shit! You motherfuckers! We were this close!
Yeah, no, they won't.
Just watch Superman. Oh, are you saying Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be like, oh, it's going to be a
I think
sleeper
it's gonna be
blockbuster?
cool.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm saying you think people, not freaks like you and me, people, the ones that are out there, are going to watch it?
No, they're not.
I don't fucking think so. I think
Blade came out of left field.
Blade's about a kick-ass black guy that shoots people.
And
The
then
vampire
people,
thing-
And then people found out it was a fucking comic.
Yeah, but the vampire thing is ancillary. You could just watch
I
it.
enjoyed those movies. And
This
I
is a
wouldn't
sci-
read the
this is a
comic books
sci-fi
that-
Right?
shoot.
I didn't know. Yeah, Blade the comics is nothing like the
Yeah,
Wesley
but
Snipes
this is
flick.
going to be a sci-fi shoot 'em up, so it's going to be fine.
With a raccoon that talks. And a plant.
Yeah.
Boom! Train from the horse. What?
Down.
Train from the horse from the cart. Train from the tracks. Boom! Got it. One of them. Nailed it on the third time. We'll use the third one. There you
We're gonna
go.
edit that take.
No, we're not. It's gonna be hideous.
We're going with now.
Just saying. Rocket Raccoon is a big separating point for a lot of people.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah,
it, it
and I
takes it
haven't
from
heard
live
that so
action
far.
down to
Every person I've talked
Roger
to is
fucking Rabbit.
excited about him.
No.
Who do you talk to?
I was just say, wait, who are your peeps? And why aren't they listening right now? Or when it's posted?
Because I work with them and I don't want them to.
Oh, well, they suck. Fuck them. Are they going to the movies? No, they know Gary, and Gary lets them in for free. Doesn't count. Revenue does that not make? I'm just saying, that doesn't sound like a date movie. I'm going to take you to this Talking Raccoon movie. It's going to be that Talking Raccoon movie.
It's true.
With that dick
It's gonna
from
be
Parks and
weird.
Rec who I can't take seriously.
That's
So,
that's
boom!
disappointing.
It's called Gold, ain't it? Practically sells itself to no one. This isn't direct
But
to
there's
DVD.
supposed to be a lot of humor to the.
Well, that's
to
a
the
problem too, though.
So now
Why?
it's a
Just-
funny talking raccoon.
Yeah, it's going to be a funny. Well, it's going to be. They mentioned that Jim Carrey might be Rocket Raccoon along with Adam Sandler is the other name.
title. It's one or the other.
We don't
And
speak-
it's
That
not
doesn't
Rocket
mean
Raccoon.
it.
Okay, wait. They're going to have two CG characters:
Look at him fighting for this movie.
Rocket Raccoon and Groot.
People go down.
Yeah, lame.
And they have.
I'll give Rocket
and
Raccoon the benefit
Jim
of the doubt.
Carey
but
or Adam Sandler
no,
is.
don't say
in
or Adam
line-
Sandler,
and,
please.
or Adam Sandler are in line to play one of those characters.
I don't want
They
Adam
haven't said
Sandler
who's
in
gonna-
anything.
I know what I'm
Adam Sandler penetrates the Marvel universe. Call it dead. It's over. It was a good time. It was a good ride. You had like 10 years. What are you worried about?
I
It's
don't
cool.
want to hear Rocky Raccoon sound like fucking Waterboy.
Now that you've said it.
Thanks for that. Thanks.
We don't want the guy from Kick-Ass 2 to be Rocket Raccoon. That was too violent. We're going to have Adam Sandler. He's good. And I'll be like, oh, nope, it's Kevin James. And then, your little
Kevin
guardian,
James is the voice of Groot.
your little raccoon movie, your little fighting raccoon movie with Dickhead in the helmet doesn't make any movie. Any money. Yeah. Jason Momoa's in it. Name one movie Jason Momoa has been successful in. Like, oh, fuck, Jason Momoa's in this? Sold.
Wait for it.
Exactly.
Silence.
He means well. I understand that he means well. I see the passion in his goofy little head. Problem is, he keeps being in shitty versions of good things.
He was popular on Stargate Atlantis.
Quiet. No one knows what that is.
No.
What's Stargate Atlantis?
It's true.
I think Tommy's
It's a
mom watches
spin-off
that
of
for
Stargate
Richard
SG-1.
Dean Anderson because she
He's
likes.
not in that.
Oh, well then she
Anderson
doesn't watch
wasn't
it.
in Atlantis.
Well then that's worthless. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Ladies love Richard Dean Anderson from a certain era. Women from a certain era are all about MacGyver. Apparently. It wasn't just a joke the Simpsons made.
No, I believe there's truth to that.
But no, I'm not into the Rocket Raccoon. I'm certainly not into Planet Hulk. Goofy.
What the hell could be wrong with Planet Hulk?
It's goofy. Look, it's stretching it enough to be
Yeah,
like he
it's
turns
not.
green as when he's mad.
It's
Let's
the
not
Hulk
go
on
further,
an
please.
entire gladiator planet.
Dumb.
It's the story of Gladiator from the Hulk's point of view.
Dumb. We already did Gladiator.
Look, we've already failed at so many Hulk movies. Then I feel like to Brent. No, why are you putting in him?
I'm not pointing at the plate. Hand me that stuff.
What?
Yeah. Oh, cookies.
Oh, okay, so we've
Just-
already failed at 3 Hulk movies.
What? They're in the 3.
Two. We had 3 Hulk actors.
You
Why
lay
do
shit
you
on
have
Bill
3 Hulk
Bixby.
actors and have 2 Hulk movies.
Because Mark Ruffalo was awesome in Avengers.
Because he's
No, we
Ed
had,
Norton's
no,
good.
we had Hulk, and then we had the
Incredible Hulk.
dogs, the poodles.
That's
No,
the
Hulk
first one.
isn't. Yeah, Hulk is
Really?
the poodles.
Hulk
Yeah.
is the first one.
It feels like 2 movies
With
because it's
Eric
extremely
Bana.
long.
Yeah, that's the one with Eric Bana.
Yeah.
Then the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton
Awesome.
and his
I like
action
that movie.
figure Petey Norton.
I like that movie.
And then the Avengers with Mark Ruffalo.
I like
Okay,
that movie.
so 2 Hulk movies that in my mind were so tedious and horrible and then the dogs were such a transportation.
You're
to
different.
You refuse to
That I
believe that
made
there
a
wasn't a
second movie.
third. Yeah.
Again,
No
Hulk
way
is
this was all
pretty
put
long.
together into
Just
2
saying.
movies.
So I mean, we already kind of shit in that bowl of cereal.
A lot of
Are we
people
gonna take
say-
it into a vein that we
Yeah.
never explored just to be like, this is what we should have been doing with the Hulk all along.
Perhaps he's better as a side character.
Yeah, one might say
That's
that-
the lesson a lot of people are getting from Avengers. Like, maybe he doesn't need his own movie.
Maybe we
His
should.
villains are cool and all, but it hasn't worked yet.
No.
As a rule. To take that ridiculous concept that didn't work in 2 straight movies, just to
Yeah.
call 2 a failure, just for argument's sake, and then put it into a batshit insane scenario, I don't see that working.
Yeah, I mean, if it sounds weird,
Insane!
and- like we're comic book nerds, and to say, be like, oh no, it's a whole planet where Hulk has to fight for survival.
It's so out there, I don't want to read the book because it sounds
Yeah.
dumb. Like, I'm sure it's awesome that Hulk owns ass, but I don't care. The appeal of Hulk to me is that
Fuck
it's an
that.
average guy that turns into the monster.
Complain now. Read the book later. You're going to love it. The whole Planet Hulk storyline.
Have you
is
seen my
fantastic.
I've read it.
I was gonna say, I don't
I've
know.
not read it. When did you read it?
At the fucking comic store when you read yours.
Fair enough.
I should probably just buy those. Instead of just, this is not a library. Support small businesses, depending on the shop you're in.
I don't go there to read it.
No, I shop at Comic Interlude. It's not
Nah.
Comic book.
if you're in
Charges too much for
area,
alternate
go to-
covers.
That's not entirely true. What? No, they don't.
Yeah,
They
he
don't
does.
charge any price.
I call him an asshole for that alternate cover price. $15? Fuck you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Alternate covers, bro.
Comic
Variants.
Interlude?
Yeah.
I've never known.
They never got my Masks #2, but then again, neither did my shop, so. It's like Masks 1, Masks 3. I need #2.
I've never once seen them charge a different price for alternate covers, so.
Well. Yeah. I disagree. And I can't buy comics at work from them, so it kind of didn't. Well, I can, but you know,
You're walking away.
I'm
This is
walking.
recording.
I did. Fine.
God, I'm not going to do filler.
Pee on the carpet. Hold on. Works for the dog.
No! Outside!
Well, that's a fight night, and that's kind of a podcast, right?
Sure.
It's a mini one. We'll do supplementals. We'll probably do another one tomorrow night.
What? Why?
What? No, time doesn't matter. See, time is relative.
Well, yeah, it's
And when it
relative to them.
posts tomorrow, you're going to blow their mind. There's no dates here because this hasn't happened yet. Or has it? Cue continual.
Hello, future man from the past.
Huh.
I don't know where that
I'm Billy at the _swan_man on Twitter. Like the Army Snarkers on Facebook and Follow us on Twitter at Army of Snarkness at least. Do that, you fucks. Download us, but you've already heard that in the beginning. Yeah? Yeah?
Seriously, support us. I mean,
We want your love.
Support Billy.
Support takes money.
Give us your money.
yeah. Well,
I'm working on products.
Not you, them.
Oh, yeah, just give us for the hell of it. No.
Yes. Okay,
There will be a donate button one day.
There'll be a donate button now. Fuck it.
Oh!
eventually, there's going to be a website.
Oh, yeah, that's hot.
Just tweet
I'm digging
one of us,
that.
We'll take your money.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
All right. I'm David at Ricochet_19.
David. Look at this guy. No.
One of many days.
I don't know you as David. I know you as Dave.
Well,
Do you really go by David? Have I
That's
been
how
wrong
I
for
always-
years?
It's how I've always introduced myself. Everyone calls me
Ah,
But he doesn't have a preference. Don't let him fucking lie to you.
yeah, okay. My wife's dead, but okay. Laura exists.
Yep, at Wondrous Item on Twitter.
Wee! Do all those things.
Dave. Your chair was stolen.
Ah,
Look
cat
at you.
jokes. Peace!